So you want to be a content creator, you've decided live streaming is for you, you want some tips. Well, I've put some tips together that hopefully will help you in your next venture. So before we get into it, I do want to remind you that I do stream live on mixer.com/ObiBearKenobi every single day. Drop by if you want to ask any questions about this video or any other videos. If you want any more content, leave a message down below on the YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Tip number 1, don't spend any money. Don't spend any money on a load of equipment until you are 100% sure streaming content creation is what you want to do. I've seen loads of people, they spend so much money on all this equipment, and then 3-6 months down the line, they're like, I just don't like this. I love playing games, but this isn't for me. And then they sell their equipment, or it just goes dusty. It isn't for everybody, so do not spend all your money. Tip number 2, play a game that you love. Play your favorite game. Play a game that you know so well that you can concentrate on the chat. Everybody that comes in will see how much joy you're having, because they will really see how much you're enjoying your game, and you'll be able to concentrate on so much of the actual streaming side of things because you know the game so well. Don't play a game because it's like at the top of the streaming service, or don't play a game that's halfway down because you think it's less saturated, so more people are going to see you. Play what you love to play. That's why we're streaming in the first place. We want to showcase what we love. People will see if you're miserable. People will see if you're playing a game that you're not really into. They will see straight through you and they will leave. So play what you love to play. Tip number 3, always talk. Doesn't matter if you've got 0 viewers or 1,000 viewers. You need to constantly be talking. This is so if when they come into your channel, they realize that you're an interactive streamer and they can talk to you. So they can just say hello, you can see that, and you can talk to them and answer back. If you're watching your numbers to see if it goes from 0 to 1 because you've just started out streaming and you just think, well, you know, as soon as I see someone, I'll start talking, that isn't going to work because that number doesn't change for so long. So they could come in, realize you're not an interactive streamer, and leave. 2, you just miss them in the first place. So what you want to do to achieve this is talk to yourself, narrate to yourself. When you're around the house, talk what you're doing. When you're at work, talk about what you're doing. When you're walking down the street, just talk what you're doing. Don't feel silly. You know, people might just think you're talking on the phone with a headless wire, you know, that kind of thing. These days, no one really questions anything. The second thing you can do is write 5 things that you did that day, 5 subjects that you did that day. And then when you go live, talk about them 5 things. You've got your 5 subjects in front, just start talking. Just keep talking and keep talking about what you've been doing. Oh, I opened a can of peaches this morning and I didn't realize I didn't have any cream. Yeah, I have cream with peaches. It's a bit strange, but I really like it. I don't know why. I don't. I'm just making stuff up. But that's what you need to be doing. You need to be constantly talking. Someone comes into your chat then, they see you talking, they don't question who you're talking to. They just start getting into the conversation, or they might just say hello and you can say hello back. What's your favorite game? How are you doing? Get asking questions, get a conversation started. And this starts a stack effect. So basically what happens then is someone else comes in and you're talking to one viewer. Someone else comes in, sees you're interacting with a viewer, they can talk to you. So then they start things, so you can start asking questions, and then hopefully they start asking each other's questions. You're constantly, and it stacks and stacks and stacks, and that's how you build your viewers. You interact with them, you get them talking with each other, you get them talking to them, you remember personal things about them. That's another really important thing, is trying to remember something important about them. So say they had a sick sister, try and remember that. So when the next come in, you can go, oh, by the way, how's your sister? Right? You might not remember anything else about that person at all, but that person will feel really special that you've remembered that person. It's very difficult, especially as it gets busier and busier and busier. But if you try and remember these things about people, it feels more special and more intimate between your relationship between them, and it makes them feel special, wanted, and you know they'll come back for more of that. So constantly talking. It's super important to be interactive when you're streaming. If you want to just game, just be a gamer. Don't be a streamer. If you want to be a streamer, you've got to be interactive. Tip number 4. Ask a friend or a family member to hang out in your chat. Not for a view, but to have a conversation with. Get them talking to you. Get used to having someone in your chat. This will benefit you in so many ways. So it'll get you used to checking your chat more often, because later down the line it'll become muscle memory. But when you first start streaming, you forget, or it's not natural to look away from your game all the time and check a chat. So having someone in there will help you get used to that kind of thing. Secondly, it builds up that stack effect that I've talked about already. So someone else comes into your channel and they see you're having a conversation with someone already. They realize you're interactive. They will ask you questions or say hello, and then you can ask them. And again, then it starts stacking from there. Eventually, that family member or friend doesn't need to pop in your channels anymore if they don't want to, if he's a burden, or it's not really for them. But if you've got a good friend and you say, look, I am serious about this, please do me a favor, just sit in there, have a conversation, we'll hang out, have fun like we usually do. Get them, honestly, it will benefit you so much more for that. Tip number 5, make a schedule and be consistent. So make a schedule. Say you're going to be there Monday, Wednesday, Fridays every week, and you're going to be there at 7 o'clock. Super important. So everybody knows that is the time and the place to be every week. And then consistency. Be there at them times. Be there on them days. If I decide I want to watch Friends on Channel 4 and I want to check them out every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, because that's what they said, they're always there, and I turn up at 7 o'clock and they're not there, so I change the channel. I go to Channel 5 and watch Scrubs, and I enjoy watching Scrubs. Friends comes on an hour late, but you know what, I'm enjoying Scrubs. I'm staying here, I'm staying on Channel 5, I'm enjoying myself. Being consistent means not just the days but the times as well. I know life can get in the way, it can, but you need then to find a way to tell everyone in the chat, tell everything, but it has to be a good enough reason. You can't be just like, oh, I can't be bothered today. You have to be consistent. You have to work hard. You have to be there when you're supposed to be there every time. We're halfway there, guys. Bear with me. Tip number 6, look after yourself IRL. It's super important that you look after yourself. You don't go live if you're not in the right mind frame, if you're suffering bereavement, if you're just upset generally, if there's someone you know that needs help and you just can't stop thinking about that, if you feel a bit sick, anything like that, if you're not 100% when you go to press that live button, don't do it. Take the time off to look after yourself. Yourself is way more important than your live. And if you've built the right community, they will understand. They will understand that you need that time. So make sure, honestly, don't do it, because everybody's going to see that you're down. And your community might realize, because maybe they know there's something wrong. They can accept that because they love you. But there might be someone new that comes in and just thinks that's you, and they're not interested in a miserable, upset, down person. So they're never going to come back again. It will hurt you more to go live in that state than it will taking the time off. Look after yourself. It's super important. Tip number 7. So be you. Be you. Don't go and watch a load of streamers, a load of content creators across the board and go, that works. I want to be that. I want to be that. Be yourself. If you pretend to be someone else or pretend to be something else, and you build a community on that, eventually that fakeness is going to come out. It's going to end. You can't keep it forever. And that community you built will either realize that you're not that person and go elsewhere because they don't enjoy who you really are, or they realize you're a fake. No one likes a fake. See you later. Bye. And you've lost your entire community. Start with you. Just you. Be yourself. Be who you are. If you're a sarcastic, nasty person, be a sarcastic, nasty person, because there's an audience for you. If you are a shy, nice, quiet person, there's a community for you. If you're a complete crazy, over the top in IRL, you're just so hyper. Be that. Just be you. Be who you are. There's a community somewhere for every single person. Tip number 8. Yeah. Tip number 8. Build a community. Everybody thinks that going live, you press the live button and everybody's just going to come in. They'll follow if they want to or not. You've got your viewers, and then you end the stream and you carry on with live. That isn't content creation. That isn't live streaming. That isn't how it works. That will never work. If you only concentrate on your live streaming there and then, you might steady grow, maybe, or you might just stagnate. You might not go anywhere. What you need to do is build a community. So you get yourself your social medias. So you need your Twitters, your Instagrams, your Facebooks, your YouTube. YouTube's really important. Discord, massively important. Build a community using your Discord. Get everybody, build that community wherever you can. And then what you do is you take that community and you take that to your live stream. Not your live stream to your community, your community to your live stream. Because if you're building it from that way to that way, from your live stream to your community, all you're doing is taking what's already there and putting it there. What you need to do is make that grow, make your Discord grow, make your YouTube grow, make all that, and say, hey, I am live. I go live at this time on this day. Come by and see my content. Yeah, use your building skills to improve that. If you're making a YouTube video, your video's there 24/7. Everybody can see that. You can mention I stream on Mixer every day. Mixer.com/ObiBearKenobi. That's always there, and that could bring followers. Going live, once you're live, and then once you end, that's your live stream done. You're not going to get any more followers from that. Once you've pressed end, there's no more followers. Where's it going to come from? But if you've built a community, you're putting content out elsewhere, and then bringing that to your live stream, that's where you bring more viewers. That's where you bring more followers. So yeah, build a community. We're nearly there. Honest. Tip number 9: branding. Branding is one of the most important things. I've said that how many times? How many things have been most important? Several. Seriously though, branding. Get yourself some kind of branding, color schemes, a name that a simple name that everybody can recognize instantly and not struggle to search for. So ObiBearKenobi. If it was XX_11 Obi1 _XX_ love sign and that. What are the chances? It's just so difficult. You want a clean name that everybody can recognize, everybody can search for, even if they can't remember exactly what it is. They can go, what was it? It was something to do with this. Maybe eventually come across it. Color schemes and branding. Make sure, like what I've said previously on making Twitter, Facebook, and all that. So if your live stream has got orange, got brown, and the avatar and the name, make sure your Facebook, your Twitter, all them things have the exact same thing, the same colors, the same names, everything. And when you're live, you tell people to go follow you on these things. They might not do it straight away. Later on, they might go, oh, when they're on Facebook or they're on Twitter, oh, I wonder if I can find this person. So they do a quick search, and immediately they'll see your avatar, your name, and your color scheme, and they know that's you. It's not a possible, is that the person? Is that not the person? I'm not quite sure, because the avatar's different, or the colors, we've gone from orange to bright purple. All these things are super important. It makes them feel at home, because we are pattern recognition machines. Our brains recognize patterns and we are comfortable and happy when we're somewhere that we recognize, when we like, yeah, that fits that fits that. I'm not saying spend loads of money on it, but just think about it. Think about the colors of what you want. Your branding is something to do with your personality, your love. I'm a big Star Wars fan. And then you've got to pick up your colors and your names and stuff like that. Make sure everywhere fits. Tip number 10. We are here. Right. Tip number 10. Tip number 10. Self-promotion. Follow for follow. This tip is more of a do not than do. It's how to avoid it and why. Follow for follow does not work. I don't care what you've heard, what you think, what you've seen. It does not work, and it'll harm your brand more than anything. If you're seriously thinking about doing content creation, do not fall on that kind of bandwagon. You'll get numbers. You know, if you join one of them follow for follow communities and stuff like that, go around, yeah, you'll get some numbers, but the metrics won't match up. You'll have number of follows, you won't have any viewers because they're empty follows. The people who do follow for follow won't sit and watch your stream and support you every single day. They're not supporting you. They're after something the same as you. They just want that number. It's a fake number. And what's going to happen is you're not going to get your partnership. So that follow for follow excuse of, well, I really want to get a partnership. Why do you want a partnership in the first place? Because it sounds like you don't. You just think that being a partner and anything or having a sponsor is the end goal, and it's not an end goal for anybody. Having them numbers is nothing. If you get the numbers and you've put your hard work in and you've got your viewers and you've built your community, you've got your social media outreach, that's what a company will see. That's what the company will accept. A company sees you with a like 5,000 follows and you've got no viewers and you've got no community and you've got no things. They're going to know what you've done. They're going to see what you've done. And if they see that you've joined like a follow for follow community, they will blacklist you. They will tell all the other companies, this person has done this. They're not stupid. They know you will ruin your brand. Completely ruin your brand. Don't do it. Which leads on to self-promotion. So going into someone's chat and saying follow for follow, that's a type of self-promotion. Going into someone's chat and saying, can I have a shout out without earning it? You've just gone into someone's channel. That's self-promotion. And you just don't do it. Going into someone's channel that you've been there for a bit, but you're like, they say, how you doing? You're like, I'm alright, I've just finished my stream. Self-promotion. What are you up to today? Oh, I'm just making overlays. Self-promotion. Even if you don't use the word stream. Going into someone's channel and they say, oh, what you been playing today? Oh, I've been streaming Skyrim. I didn't ask if you're streaming. I asked you what you're playing. If you've been streaming that day, unless the person specifically says, what have you been streaming today? Have you been streaming? Don't talk about your streams ever. Not in any kind of subject or way. Don't do it. Even if you've known them for a year or 2 years, you think you're really comfortable with them. Trust me, it's a no-no. It's like if you're gonna host someone and then say in their channel, "Oh, I've just finished streaming. I'm running." Like, just host and go. If you're gonna do a raid, tell people to do it, and you've got to run. Make sure they watch it, but don't say I had to shut my stream early, so I've dropped her off. And that seems a little bit selfish. I understand that because they're like, well, I've just dropped a load of community members off with you and friends and that, and you're saying that I can't even mention that I'm a streamer or anything like that. If you drop a host and I know you really well and stuff like that, then I'll shout you out automatically, and then there's your validation that you're a streamer and whatnot. But it's like, and it doesn't work. I've never seen anyone like come in my chat and say I'm a streamer and anybody's just gone, oh, he's a streamer, quick follow him. That doesn't work. They still want to get to know you. They want to know your content. Even when I do shout outs for people, I don't think the majority of people will, they don't follow because they're there for that community. You might not be the same person that they want to look at anyway. The self-promotion comes in so many different categories, so many ways, so many sneaky little ways people will put it in there, and people don't really talk about it. I've seen streamers that don't say anything. They just ignore it. They completely ignore it because they don't feel comfortable saying, don't self-promote in my channel. If you want to support me, support me. If you're here to get self-recognition as a streamer or for a follow, don't do it. Don't do it. If you want to support someone, support them. And then if they want to support you back, it's an age-old thing. Do you only hang out with people because you feel like you should get validation, but you should get something back from them? Are you only supporting, say, myself because you feel that then I should support you? We can't support every single person. It's not possible. We can do what we can, but we can only spread so far. Self-promotion sucks. Self-promotion really, really sucks. And there's a fine line between what is self-promotion and what isn't. And there's so many ways of sneaking it in. But trust me, it'll hurt you more than anything, because trust me, even if the streamer doesn't say that it annoys them, it annoys them. It does. Another way to self-promote is, hi, I've been streaming, I've got no viewers. How do you get viewers? Or, something like that. If you need stream help, ask someone, have you got any tips for streaming? That's a perfect question. Have you got any tips for streaming? And I get that one a lot. But some people just go straight in at the jugular with it, and they just go, I've been streaming for 6 hours today, and I've had 0 views. And all this kind of stuff. It's just self-promotion. But yeah, anyway, I want to thank you, every single one of you that have... thank you, or everybody that has got this far in the tips. I know it's got a bit long now. So thank you. If you have any more questions about what I've been talking about, leave a comment down below. Or if you have any other tutorials that you would love me to do, leave a comment below. If you want to ask me live, I am on Mixer, again, 7 days a week, mixer.com/OBBitKenobi. Feel free to drop by and ask me any questions. Don't self-promote. I love you all. Have an amazing day, and may the force be with you.